I didn't know what to do then. I was like, I'm just going to show my tea.
Me neither. I was trying to be energetic, but yeah, I don't know. It's Friday afternoon. I think everybody can totally
Exactly.
understand.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus.
Hey,
How are
Izzy.
you?
I'm great. I not great. But overall, I'm great. Yeah, I'm glad you're
Always.
back because you were sick. I mean, there's a virus going around. At least that's what I heard.
Yes, it was
So
not
how are you feeling?
corona, but it was yeah, it was annoying. It was like
Oh,
a
it wasn't even Corona.
tonsillitis. No, it wasn't corona. No.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
because it was like it was very similar. Because I just remember you were actually off for the whole week. You started working on Tuesday again, and then
Yeah.
somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, Izzy, she was actually working today," and then she was really feeling bad again. It's like almost like Alex. Um,
Yeah.
and so I was actually assuming you also had Corona.
No, but it was still shitty. But I'm
Yeah.
back now. I'm back with a tea. And I have a little beer as well.
Tea and
It's a
beer.
very it's a very weak one. Yeah, the British combo, tea and
That's
beer.
the thing. As you're double fisting beer and tea. I mean, like hot and cold.
Oh, it does sound gross when you say it like that.
Like what?
That's not a normal thing. That's not a normal thing. I just thought I
Beer
would.
and tea.
I have water. I have hand cream. I am prepared for any situation, basically. Yes,
Wow.
it's all. My desk is full of beverages and hand cream. Yes.
And now I feel totally unprepared, because
Yes.
I don't even have a drink today because actually I was at a gala last night. I'm supporting the Munich Chess Academy.
Oh,
They're actually
nice.
helping. They're giving kids also in neighborhoods in Munich, also in what would
Like,
you say? Poorer neighborhoods in Munich.
yeah.
So they go to elementary schools and they will teach them chess, and
Oh,
which will also something also that helps them in life and stuff. And I'm supporting
that's
them.
nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice gala, even in person. A lot of people were missing,
Wow.
unfortunately, but nevertheless, it was really nice. And I was even able. There was like a charity auction, and I auctioned a personal training with a grandmaster Stefan Kindermann. So yeah, I'm
Wow.
super excited.
Kinderman.
Yeah,
Great
Stefan
name.
Kindermann. Yeah, a great grandmaster. Actually, he played Spassky. If you might remember Bobby Fischer against Spassky, the big match, and he was actually playing Spassky back
Wow.
then. Yeah, as he's phenomenal. He was playing blind, right, against Felix Magath, which is like a huge German.
What?
Felix Magath is a former football player from Germany. He was actually also the coach of Bayern Munich and also of Wolfsburg when they actually won the championship against Munich, which, yeah, I told him last night I totally hated. And he was playing blind against Stefan Kindermann. And so he was like blindfolded
Wild.
doing the moves. And actually, Stefan can actually play up to 5 people blind. I mean, like, just imagine, I mean,
I
it
can't
just
play
sounds
anyone
monstrous.
unblinded. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I can't play anyone with my normal eyesight. And I mean, chess is beyond me. And yeah.
It's such a good
But that
concept.
sounds fun. Well
Oh,
done,
but yeah, it was super.
Marcus.
It was a great
Yeah.
event. But again, I might have had a little bit too much wine. And yeah. And
It's for
to be honest,
charity.
I don't want
So
to see any more alcohol today. So it's all good. Maybe even the whole weekend. Yeah. Oh,
sorry.
can't even do that.
So, how is everyone in the audience? Oh, we have lots
We
of
have lots of guests
attendees.
here. We have Jochen. Hey, Martin,
Jochen.
how are you both? Yeah, we're both suffering, but
Good. Yeah.
that's awesome, right? And we had a great week. I mean, like, we had so much to celebrate, and obviously we also
We
got to fill
did.
you in why we've been celebrating for almost the whole week. So it feels like the perfect finish for a great week. We got Henning here.
Hey,
Moin,
Henning.
Henning. Great, you're watching. Luisa Ruppert. Happy Friday.
Lisa. Long
By the
time no
way,
see.
Luisa is a very, very talented SEO, and she's looking for a new job opportunity in Munich. So if you're looking for a very talented and experienced SEO, you might want to talk to Luisa. We can also get you connected. Luisa, as if you're still looking, I hope it makes sense. Shout out to you. Again, like good people are always hard to find, and we got one right here. So we got
Exactly.
Marcos here. Marcos, awesome.
Marcus.
V6, let's go. He's already spoilering while we've been partying all week. We got Bas van der Belt. Bas, awesome.
Bas.
Haven't seen you in a while. Happy Friday, you both.
Yeah.
Happy Friday to you too, Bas.
So cool that you joined, Buzz. Yeah.
Absolutely. Great guy. Luisa, oh, thanks, guys. Oh, no, obviously, we want to help. Obviously, we got Leah here. Leah, morning. How is everyone?
Leah,
it's so great you're watching. Again, she's in Minnesota, so it's like early in the morning, and she's like, oh, "Why are you already so?" Whatever. Also great you're watching.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, and she's saying she still haven't signed anything yet. So this might be your last chance. So I know she got some offers.
Snap up Louisa. Yeah.
Quickly. And we got Timo there. Hey, Timo.
Hey, Timo.
Yeah, and Leah's
giving with whiskey.
With whiskey. Oh my God.
Classy is Leah. Yeah.
I actually had a coffee just like 15 minutes ago without whiskey. But
you missed a trick there.
No, you wouldn't want to do the show with me, but if I had whiskey.
No, I really want to see what that's like.
That's like kryptonite, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, good to know.
No, not good to know. This is horrible that you know that now, by the way. Okay.
Funny. Yes, we would. Awesome. Yes, we would. All right, yeah. Marcus. We have to celebrate.
We have to celebrate.
Drink or not. Yeah, that's also fine.
Yes.
So
what are we celebrating? Spill the beans.
Life. Actually, this week, Marcus, we released our 6.0 Ryte platform version. Yes. Finally.
This is huge. I mean, like, this is really huge. We're so excited. Finally launching season 6, version 6.
Season 6.
Yeah. I mean,
version
like,
6.
It's been beta tested by a lot of people. And so I mean, like, we've been working with it for quite a while, and we've been so excited to finally get it out.
Yes.
So many improvements, and it's really worthy of a 6.0 kind of release. And for me personally, you know, we're almost 10 years old. We almost started like almost 10 years ago. And you know, right? We never started out as being an SEO tool. We always aimed higher. We always, you know, wanted to, you know, like really worry about the whole site, about the site quality,
everything. Yeah.
And if you have a good site, your site eventually is going to bubble up, right? So this is what we always believed in, and obviously, I mean, we haven't been there, right? I mean, like, we have been very strong on the SEO side, right? And but still, I was always telling people, you know, it's not just about SEO; it's about site quality, overall performance, accessibility, compliance. This is so important, right?
Exactly.
You have to have a quality. You have to have a quality site, and now the software finally resembles that vision we had 10 years ago when we started. So it's finally going full circle. Like, after 10 years, you know, doing this, it's just awesome. It's just an amazing feeling to finally, see this, what we've always dreamed of, basically. I mean, like, obviously, we still have long way to go, and there's so much more stuff we want to do here, but
we're not finished yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's never finished, right? But
exactly,
this is really for the first time, it really feels like this is what we have been dreaming of. And so this is so exciting, and as you can see, we've been partying all week to finally get it out there. And also, you know, we also work with the now the trial is not longer the free version, and stuff like this. So really, everybody can experience the full 360 full Ryte suite. You know, this is because, I mean, like, when we start with the free account, it was always like, hey, if you don't have any money or just little money, you know, don't go buy like a worse tool, just take ours for free, right? And it's like, was always perfectly fitting for smaller webmasters, for smaller sites. It was always great.
Yeah.
But there was also people trying out Ryte using the free version and then saying, well, you know, it's not really that good. Yeah, obviously it's not good. It's just the free version, right? So, and I love it that we finally have the trial, which is the full package, everything. like a big size, so you can really try everything out and already gain a lot of insights even in the trial period. So I absolutely love this. This is also finally happening. You don't need a credit card anymore and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, also it's something we've been working on for so long, and it feels so great to finally have that out there.
Yes, really, really happy, and would love to show you around like really quickly
Very
today.
excited about the new version. Thanks,
Yes, Timo. Thank you. Us too, as you can tell.
Oh, I can't wait to test them. But as an agency account, we get them later. I don't know. Talk to whoever is whoever you're normally talking to, and if you don't have someone, just call me, Henning. Obviously, you can call me as well, and obviously we'll set it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, by the way, here 10 years. Wow, feels like yesterday. And actually, Bas still remember.
Wow.
I mean, like, obviously. So it feels like yesterday, and it's been 10 years. Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes.
That's it.
So let's take a quick look, shall we?
Awesome.
I've shared my screen.
Oh,
you pop it in.
I'm tardy a little bit. Here you go.
That's okay. So here's how it used to look, right? This is Ryte 5.3, really cool. And then what we've been working on since also perfecting the 6 pillars of website user experience, including SEO, QA, web performance, which I love, sustainability, accessibility, and compliance. Something that's really cool that I'd also love to mention today is the user involvement program, because all of our users involved in this have really helped to shape Ryte 6.0, from the design to the layout of the reports to the pillars to the usability in the reports. So really huge thank you to all of those participants, but definitely to Joanna, our UX researcher, who's leading the user involvement program. The entire product team, the developers, everyone has been a huge part of Ryte 6.0. So they all deserve a big shout out. And also, if you want to help shape the future of Ryte, you can definitely get involved. I would love to. Whoops. Yes, sounds great, right? Yeah, whether you use Ryte every day or every week, or if you're just getting started with it.
Or if you're not using it at all. If you don't like it, if you don't like crawlers, if you don't like to work with GC data, perfect. This is the kind of people we want there I mean, like, obviously this is the most valuable feedback you can possibly get. And I think you can really not mention, like, stress this enough, how many people have helped us here within the user involvement program. And again, they see a lot of stuff, also a lot of stuff that will never see the light of day, right? Like tests we run, reports, little tools, which we just see during the development process that is, okay, it's just not working this way. So I really love this program, because you get really very close to us and you can really see what we're working on. Yes. And you get a lot of insights and can work with a lot of the stuff much earlier than everybody else. So it's really great. So yeah, it's free. That's
you can just apply, and then Joanna sort of emails you when something is available to be tested. She gives you the access, and then you have a little chat when you have time. So it's very flexible to your schedule. Yeah. Give it a go. Yeah.
Try it out.
So yeah, exactly. So huge thank you to them. So this is the older version.
I love the support here. Marcus is already, like, because Henning is like, hey, I want to try it out, and Marcus is already, okay, I'm really reach out to you.
Amazing. I love that.
I also like this super serious photo of Marcus, right?
Yes,
I've never seen him in
so professional.
Yeah, it's super professional. It's crazy. By the way, I wore a suit last night. I haven't worn a suit in like 4 years, but I mean, like, it was a gala, right? So I had to wear a suit. So yeah, that's quite fun. I love it. I should have made like LinkedIn pictures last night.
You should have, especially after some bottles of wine.
No, yeah, you're correct. I shouldn't have done this.
So now we have the brand new Ryte 6.0 here. It's all in the new design. It's with the brand new pillar structure on the left-hand side here. All of our customers, eligible customers, have seen this already for the past 2 weeks, but we announced it this week. So you've probably seen it as well floating around social media. We're really happy with the result, and just to be able to structure our many reports under the top pillars here. You can then also use the report gallery to just explore more spaces in a bit more detail, especially if you're like getting more used to each pillar. Like, oh, I want to improve my page speed. I need to visit some web performance reports. And then finding here, like, what will actually help you in improving your web performance. Sorry. We have a report search now, which I love. So you can just check it out and see also like which pillars it's hiding in. So link related topics are usually quite SEO related, but then maybe also like file sizes, and then you'll see them all over in web performance. And yeah, you can jump to those reports from there. So like many, many different ways of accessing the reports that you know and love. The issue overview, of course, still there where with your prioritized problems. But something else that is new, which maybe you've clocked as well, is the Data Explorer. And this is fabulous. As you can see, again, it is in beta. So our involved users in the program are still being quizzed and are still testing it. We're still finding more and more ways of improving the Data Explorer, but we were just very eager to release it to our customers because it's another really interactive way of just using website data combined with GSC data, and also like finding really good outcomes of what to work on, getting like really deep into which attributes of a website need to be improved, maybe getting inspired of what should be optimized, and just being able to like really pick apart a domain. When like you've got a first new domain to audit. So let's take a look. So there's 7 new reports in each section. So based on different types of URLs, from pages, so your standard documents, images, JS files, and so on, but also URL relations. So these will contain a source document URL and a target document. So your initial page and then the URL that it redirects to, for example. So all listed under here. And let's check out the all URLs report. And here, everything is filterable. You can play and customize the space as much as you want. So I've been playing around with it a lot recently. This is my own website that you see here. I've already ordered it by the amount of clicks that my pages get, which isn't so many, but my most visited page is all about SEO memes, which is quite nice. And maybe then I want to customize with things like Web Vitals. So I want to see, which pages have like the worst CLS. And hopefully, they're quite low. Okay, that's good, because I was working quite a bit on the Web Vitals for these pages. And you can just pull in so much information. You can edit these overviews. So let's say, I have my status codes, I have my document types, maybe something like, wow, there's too much choice, basically. No, I can't even. Let's see, like indexability, allowed by robots.txt. And then you'll have this as an overview and can filter down. You can sort them, and also just choosing from these overviews to just keep, getting to the data that you need to see in your audits. So just another great format and way of working with all the website data we retrieve. What's really cool is now we also have the historical crawl data within all of these new reports. So you can pull in information from an earlier crawl. So you can compare as well there and see how things have developed over time. And, this is like so much data that we have there now, and like so much functionality to reach to those conclusions and results.
Thanks for stopping by, Bas.
Thank you, Bas.
Good weekend. Yeah, I'm super excited about the Data Explorer because this is like the playground, and this was on my wish list for a couple of years.
That's true.
Because, I mean, you know this. I've never used our pre-built reports. I always worked in the what is indexable report and basically clicked, whatever I wanted to find together, which you were always able to, but there were certain limitations, and I was always dreaming about that playground because I just don't like exporting data to Excel and working somewhere else. I want to have it right here. And there's so much stuff, right? And we have the new UI where can you really do this very easily. It's so nice. And I finally have this playground to really like fully indulge into the whole data and like really find whatever I want to find. So I love it to finally have that playground. And I was talking to a lot of like as a SEO, so to speak, the SEO lead, and this is exactly what they want, right? Like having really like a playground. Don't give me anything preset. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. Give it to me. And I love it, and we get so much great feedback on the Data Explorer. It feels so nice that we've really had a nerve here building this.
And super fast as well. Like I think a really good byproduct of now releasing like the new design is our developers were also like able to clean up some things and sort of provide like some improved performance. So I love how fast it is as well. So you can like really add and take away data points very quickly. It is very smooth. So even if you're exploring a new domain for the first time and you really like just want to use this playground, or if it's a website that is well known to you and you're trying to not leave any stone unturned. So in either case, like this can be a really helpful space to explore. Yeah, so really, really happy that we have released this. Again, it's still in beta, but if you do want to check it out, let us know, and also sign up to the user involvement program. And
Absolutely.
there's more. Yeah.
There's more?
There is more.
Really?
There's so much more. I mean, I also want to take a look at the okay, now I have all my filters applied, or let's go to all internal links just to show you the kind of difference between the URLs report and the relations report. So here you can see the sources and the targets, like I mentioned. I think a really nice overview are things like anchor text, which I like to see Alex Ryte using a lot, in terms of internal link optimization.
I love this. This is where you can really find.
It's really cool, right?
Internal anchor text consistency. Do I create cannibalization issues by linking with the same keyword to different pages? Really just confusing Google, and Google will be like, I don't know, just you don't tell me, I'm going to test it on myself, right? So, and especially if I find cannibalization cases, this is where I go to really see, it's clear why we see this cannibalization case. Because we just don't have anchor text consistency through our whole site.
Exactly.
Oh, Frank is here. Happy Friday.
Woohoo! Hey, Frank. Nice to have you here. Yes. Yeah, it's a great optimization that is like frequently overlooked. One page even has the anchor text Marcus Tandler, because you gave me a really nice speaker testimonial ages ago. Yeah. I wrote to you on Facebook. Hey, Marcus, I'm building up my online portfolio, and I saw you saw one of my conference talks. Could you please leave me a testimonial?
I don't even remember, but
that's
awesome.
Awesome. And then I linked to your website or your Twitter account, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter account.
Because I know you love Twitter.
This is where the action is. Yeah, my Twitter.
Twitter. Thought it was quite funny. Yes. So much you can do in these new 14 super reports in the Data Explorers. Let us know what you think. And something else that I think is really cool to share, some really nice features under the SEO pillar, under organic performance, where we have all of those magical GSC interpretation reports. For example, let's take a look at the choice, some ranking development. Oh no, sorry. Keyword changes. Yeah, I'm still ill because we have. Oh wait, no. Keyword performance.
Oh, actually,
For
that
our
happened to me as well. Just today, I had the exact same thing. Really, I'm also getting used to the new navigation, but I love it. I love it.
yeah, I love it as well. And yeah, now we have nested information results. So you have nested pages under your keywords, and when you go under the pages report, like so, then you
I think
have
it's
the
super
nested
helpful because I can really
keywords.
get basically I can before I'm like, oh, there might be something, I don't have to click on it. I can actually just open it up with the nested table, and I can immediately see, oh, this is really a case I want to investigate. So this made me so much faster. And again, we're talking about, I mean, like I'm using our software every day for about like 3 to 4 hours, right? So every like little improvement just like this saves me so much time. So I'm not just like
Exactly.
as a Ryte founder, but also as a heavy user, this is so super helpful.
Yeah, definitely. So just these sort of improvements of like really speeding up your day, just like shave minutes off, which all adds up. Also now we have these really nice hints when you hover over a URL where you can open a new tab, copy it to the clipboard, or you can open the inspector, which is that like really technical deep dive of a single URL. Same goes for keywords. So you can open it up in Google, or you can copy it to clipboard so you can see how the SERP is appearing, how your snippet is looking. Just like really quick ways of speeding up that nice process there.
You're number one for SEO memes. I love it.
Yeah. But my CTR is terrible because I presume a lot of people just head directly to image search.
Yeah, that's why the box is right up front. Yeah.
And I rank for coolest guy in SEO.
What? You're not what? I mean, you're cool, but you're not a guy, right? Or I mean, like, an English guy can also be a person, right?
It depends. Depends on the context.
Like, hey guys, for a multi-gender group, you can also say guys, right?
So, some people are okay with this, and some people do not like this.
Oh, okay.
So, my favorite alternative is "Hey, party people."
Yeah.
I like that.
And when they're not partying, then
oh no, because we're always party people. Everyone, even if you're not partying, you're a party people. Yes.
But
So
apparently, where are you ranking for coolest guy in SEO?
Somewhere really far.
And what kind of content did you?
Actually, it's my SEO memes page that is ranking here.
All right.
I rank on position 75. So
I just couldn't. I just couldn't read it. I'm like, I have it on my.
I'm the 75th coolest guy in SEO, and apparently the coolest guy in SEO is Chris Reed. So well done, Chris Reed.
Chris Reed. Don't know this guy. By the way, Frank said would not take much to get marked as top ranking for that search. I mean, like a search like this isn't that hard because not only a lot of people are searching for that, right? So it will always be quite easy to get up there, right?
Exactly. But it's really fun now. I can see which memes I need to optimize on my SEO memes page. I have some really weird URLs, as you can see, like just things I were playing around with to try and get featured snippets and stuff. But yeah, quite funny. Izzi or Izzy Smith, Burnley SEO.
Burnley
Anyway,
SEO.
Burnley SEO.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is quite fun. So I really love this improvement. So thank you, Benny, Julia, the whole Rytes. 6.0 is fabulous. You can read all about it on the Product Insights blog, which I just closed down apparently.
Or
Oh no,
just
here
give
it
it a
is.
try. Again,
give it a try.
Yeah, that's it. You don't if you sign up, you don't go to the free version. You go directly to the full 360 trial. You can see everything. You have access to everything. You can work fully with Ryte, and you can even earn extra days on the trial. So yeah, it's a great deal. Just give it a try. It's awesome. Yeah, and obviously let us know what you think, and especially if you don't like it, especially we want to hear from you what you don't like. Maybe you don't SEO. We don't care about website quality, but that's okay. Impressive as usual, dude. You got to try those as well, Frank. I will
Definitely.
show you myself, obviously, if you want.
I think we should keep that quote from Frank and just drop it into the chat every time something cool appears. Impressive as usual. Thank you, Frank. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Anything else to show from 6.0? Any questions? I love your feedback. We love your comments as always. But
I
definitely
mean, we're
give it a
building it for
try.
you. I mean, like, as in,
Yeah,
you, like,
not
for
for
you.
us.
That's what we're building it for. I mean, like, obviously also for me, because I'm using it like every day, right? But nevertheless, we're building it for you. And so obviously, we want to know what you think about a new 6.0, if you're just as excited as we are.
Yeah.
Awesome. Impressive as usual.
Impressive as usual. All right.
Right on,
Cool.
right on. But I guess there's been more news than our 6.0, although, this is what everybody has been talking about. But obviously, there's different other things people have been talking about in SEO in the past week.
Now I need to do a little screen switcheroo. So smooth. Wait, I've lost hours. Too many windows open. Okay. Share my screen. Window. This one. So what's first on the news? Okay. Google Analytics has been allegedly breaching GDPR laws.
Yeah, they're really cracking down on Google Analytics. We had last month, there was this decision from Austria, which was already going through the SEO community. I mean, like the first country to actually really state, okay, this is going against GDPR because you're actually sending that data to the US, and that's not okay. Obviously, site owners at that time didn't really have to worry. I mean, like, or the little site owner, because this is going to be decided at the big level, at the big table, so to speak, right? And they're not just going to go about like lawyers going against little webmasters. I mean, like, this is on the big scale, what's going on here. But this is quite decisive that also now France is saying the same thing. We also have issues with GDPR, but as we, I think, learned today, Google is already working on a solution. I stumbled across this tweet from Simon O'Hara, and there it is, quite clear. That's why we are working to add additional controls that will allow customers to further customize the analytics data they collect, thereby enabling them to continue to use Google Analytics in a manner consistent with their compliance objectives. We plan to share further details in the coming weeks. So they really get moving. They want to find ways to make it GDPR compatible also for Europeans. I mean, like, obviously they're working on this. Because you can't just like, okay, we're going to give up on Europe with Google Analytics. And I mean, like, obviously it's also exported to California and stuff like this. You have to find like solutions for different countries to make this compliant, and Google is working on it. So again, I don't really worry. I think there will be a solution, and yeah, I think there's no reason not to use Google Analytics. But by the way, I think it was in that TechCrunch article where they were actually suggesting using Matomo, which is also, by the way, a great tool. And they're like, hey, you should use Matomo because you don't have these issues there. But again, there's no need to, to rush anything. I mean, Google is definitely going to cook up a solution pretty soon, I guess.
They must. They can't lose out to the EU. I mean, we all just spent months implementing GA4, right? So what happens next? No, it'll be fine. I mean, the whole situation was like not ideal. It's not entirely sure, I don't think, like, if this was intentional, if it was just an oversight or what is happening there. But I'm pretty sure that this will be, resolved soon. Compliance. It's important. Check it out, guys. Party people. Party people. Yes, you're especially a party person. Some really cool couple of articles here. So I think the first one was published on Google's blog, but Barry has done a great write-up, as he always does, the great Barry Schwartz, about how Google is using
Phenomenal write-up.
AI in Google search. So a fantastic summary. I thought like very simple to interpret, some really nice examples in here, some really nice disclaimers as well. So I think this is just a very nice resource, especially because for us non-computer scientists and data scientists, AI is not a very easy concept to fully grasp. So I think this was, a really nice way of summarizing like what Google is actually using for the query interpretations, but also content understanding as well and natural language processing, from the well-known RankBrain, which has been around since 2015, to the more recent MUM. Yeah. So
yeah, also I love this article. Also this is
Yeah.
really an exceptional piece. Also head to Barry. By the way, who just published his 30,000.
Yes.
30,000.
Yay to Barry. You did it fine.
It's crazy how much he's publishing. He's like the chronicler of the search industry.
He is.
And I love this article, and this is really an article which every SEO should read, and also a great resource to go back to, because with this AI, there's so much talking about, right? And they always like mix everything together, or they think Google is already, much further in some cases where they actually are. I have multiple SEO experts talking about how MOM is now changing the game and how MOM is influencing the core updates, and here we can see it like crystal clear. MOM is not used right now. It has been used on, for example, there's this famous example with having that MOM found 800 different synonyms for COVID, anti-COVID vaccination, medicine names, whatever.
Yeah.
And stuff like this. So this is what it's been used for. And then obviously it's going to be used also more in search, but it's not, causing any effects in core updates or something like this. So this is what I love about this article, because this is really where you can also send people to, to really learn about what are the different, especially what you said, the big ones, neural matching, RankBrain, MOM, what are the normal like questions they're trying to solve with this, and so it's just a great resource to point people to and say, this is how it really is. These are these different algorithms, and this is how they are used. I love this. This is really a great resource. Yeah.
And it's good to see that they're also like working together as well. They mentioned that the newer technologies are, as they're newer, they're more fitting more advanced needs, but a lot of them are working together and solving tasks together. So yay, teamwork. But also it's not a case of like, as soon as Google releases and announces a new AI model, it's not replacing the older one. So you can also like use it as a way of learning more about that. So impressive as usual. Yes. Yeah. And there was also was it a follow-up? What is it? Was it a related post from Google's side?
As far as I understand, Barry was initiating this. He was asking those questions, and I think they published it like side by side. Obviously, this is on Search Engine Land, and they said this is so valuable information, we just should put it up there. So I think he initiated that Google actually wrote this article, and that he just put it on also on Search Engine Land. So yeah, but I think he initiated this, and it's basically really cool. the same thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Another amazing article.
Yes.
Based on her talk at YostCon, the wonderful Lily Ray has in a great piece just analyzing and articulating how Google's e-commerce landscape is evolving, and she gives us some great predictions for this year. I mean, you sent me this article. I hadn't read it yet, so I was able to to dig into it this afternoon. I would love to see her talk, actually, so I might pester her for the slides. But yeah, it's a great piece as well, like really spanning how much Google is focusing on e-commerce at this very moment, just to see the amount of updates they've released regarding e-commerce. Where is it down here? I mean, this was the timeline of Google's responses to COVID, but also all the different features. Bill, where's Bill? I'm getting too excited about this article. Bill Reddy, since he was promoted at Google and got this job, like all the new features he's released to show what a huge priority this is for Google and their kind of mission against Amazon, and to make Google the best center for shopping ever, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, we know, back in 2014, Eric Schmidt was saying, really, our biggest competitor is Amazon. When everybody was thinking, why Amazon, right? It must be Bing, it must be Apple. Why Amazon? And this is a real threat, and it has been a real threat for them, because obviously Google is very good at navigational searches, informational searches, but when it comes to transactional searches, people, might not just go to Google, they go directly to Amazon. And obviously, you can't really monetize navigational and informational queries as good as transactional queries, where people actually really want to buy something, and advertisers are really like, oh, I definitely want to buy this user, right? And so they make a lot of money, but within the transactional, it's only, it's their lowest share, but they make the most money with that lowest share, right? So it's really important to fight back here. And as you just said, and I love that graphic Lily put in here, there's a new sheriff in town, Bill Reddy. So in January 2020, they lured him away. I think he was working for PayPal and Venmo, payment side, which could hint at, like finally having like a one-click shopping kind of experience out of Google, right? Which would be nice, right? That you don't have to, register at the different online shops, and you can basically have like a common basket within Google. This could be something which they might be cooking up, which would be definitely an advantage in regards to Amazon. But if you go down, you can really see the loads of initiatives Bill has done. And we all know this from the SERPs. They look totally different than 2 years ago. Much more images, all of this.
The new shopping graph, that was huge.
The shopping graph, Merchant Center, all these different initiatives. You have in-store inventory you can put up now in your GMB profile. You have AR to improve the shopping experience. You have merchant loyalty programs. So Google is really doubling down on, fighting back for transactional keywords, fighting back on the shopping net. And this Bill guy is really stirring up some great stuff, and it's exciting to see what's going on. And I love this article from Lily. Again, I would also love to see her talk, right? But it's just an exceptional article, like really capturing what has happened, and also how these changes had an impact on organic search, and obviously also on SEO. So this is also a article everybody should read if you are in the e-commerce SEO niche. Obviously, she also going into more in depth into Google product review updates, something she has been working on extensively. She has so much experience in this, so it's a great all-around article. You can really send everyone who's working in the e-commerce niche.
Yay, Lily! Awesome piece.
It's Lily.
Yes, awesome. Cool. What's next? Glenn is seeing more traffic from Google Lens, coinciding with Chrome adding this new button of search image with Google Lens to the contextual menu.
Glenn for the win. I actually have not seen this. I mean, like, obviously, we don't really have traffic that could be like, where you would point, you have cell phone edit, to use Google Lens and get something for Ryte. So I didn't see this personally, and I was excited to actually see this new referral, lens.google.com, and you can really see this uptick coinciding with Chrome updating and giving, as you just said, giving you that little button that you can also now use Google Lens to search via image, and you see really some traffic flow in there. We actually have Valentin Pletzer, who was like, oh, that's awesome, but why can't you give us a Discover referral, right? I mean, like he's like advocating for getting a Discover referral for the longest time. They don't get it, although finally get it in GSC, which is awesome. But still, this would be very nice to also see this in Google Analytics, right? As just like this would be amazing. So he was a little bit upset about this, a little bit sad, which I can totally understand. But nevertheless, this is very exciting. So everybody should really check out Google Analytics. If you see this referrer, there might be something you can even optimize for. So yeah, definitely watch your analytics for this referrer.
Yeah, really interesting to see. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Glenn. Awesome as always. Oh yeah. From the great Joe Hall, a nice piece about how COVID creating a demand for SEO. I mean, with more digitization, more websites, more e-commerce needs SEO to support them in making their websites better for users and search engines. So here's like a study he provided, also based on a poll he did on Twitter recently. Just to get some people's opinions on how the pandemic might have brought an increased demand in SEO. And yeah, just a sort of good summary here as well.
Absolutely. It's always nice to see this. And obviously we all had the feeling, right? But he's really getting the data, and you can really see this. Definitely been an uptick for SEO during the pandemic. Obviously, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
so
makes a lot of sense.
Cool. Oh, John Moo is writing again.
Phenomenal.
And he should write more often.
Writing. This is the pinnacle of writing, right? I mean, like, obviously, this is a very useful article for anybody that wants to get into R, right?
Great for data science.
Yeah, it's really it's about statistical. Also R is really used for statistical Auswertung, evaluation and visualization of data. So it's really for data scientists, right? By the way, why it's called R, if you guys don't know, right? It was like discovered, I think, in early 90s, 1992, 1993 or something like this. But in the two people that invented it, their surnames began with an R. I think it was like Robert and Ross or something like this. So this is why it's called R, which I found quite exciting. It's open source under the GNU license. And the strength about it is like really these additional features, the packages, and they have such an active community. I think there's over like 250,000 different packages. So you can import them, graphic libraries and stuff like this. So it's very, very cool, but still it's a little bit hard to get into. And this is why I love about John's writing here, because I love it. I wanted to do a short post on how to do something with the Search Console API with R. Backing up a bit, I thought I'd include a short summary of how to get started with R. And as you do, I'm now writing a separate post on how to do that. No, I won't back up more computers and how to connect your printer, right? And the thing is, I'm reading this and I have John's voice in my head, right? And it's so funny. I begin to chuckle just reading this in my head. And this is awesome. Wait. Pirate Data Scientists are the coolest. Good job on finding this post and joining the club. You can add R programming to your resume CV already. It's such a weird language that nobody will ask you to do anything in a job interview. And in real life, you'll just search around for code samples to copy and paste anyway. Trust me, I got all of this to work without really understanding what I'm doing either. Boom, right?
Brilliant.
John, this is awesome, right? This is really, I was laughing so hard when I read this. And this is also like the sentiment here, right? Get on it, right? I mean, like, I'm also a copy and paste programmer, right? And this is exactly and the same thing here. And so he's not trying to like overcomplicate this, but really like very detailed instructions. This is what you do. This is how you get started. This is the first output. Congratulations, right? You can already put it into your CV. Also, I love this post from John. And again, just the writing alone is just really makes it worth reading it. Yeah.
I like how at the end he's like, R is weird and the names of things are a bit confusing at first, so use your favorite search engine with a link to Google with his affiliate ID.
That was fun, right? And with an affiliate ID, like,
Yeah, do you see in the bottom corner? It might be a bit small for you all, but here it is.
yeah, and it's crazy, right? I mean, like, is this a thing? Does he really see this in the
I think it's a
analytics?
joke.
Yeah, it is, right? But it's like, what? Yeah, it was. Yeah, John, it's
Nice touch.
fun, real fun.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
as
looking
Frank would
forward to the
say,
next.
right? Or as Frank would say, impressive as usual.
Impressive as usual. That was actually the last comment we've had, which is really funny because he set the bar so high with impressive as usual that
It's
no one
Frank,
else
right?
commented since. It's Frank. So that's why Frank attends. Okay. Thank you, John. Looking forward to the next one. Bing's new pub
Mhm.
hub. I read something else when I first saw this. Bing's new pub hub offers billions of new site visitors.
Yeah.
This
So this like,
is
also,
go on.
it's now integrating Google Webmaster Tools, and you can basically submit your news. Sort of like the same standards apply, just as comparable to Google. And the great thing about this is you're really getting to the whole Bing network, getting
Mm,
to the Windows feed, the Cortana, even Outlook, right? So there's like there's lots of traffic within this ecosystem, within the Bing ecosystem. Obviously, a little bit less in Germany, obviously than probably in the US, but nevertheless, even in Germany, you know, there's still just because it's everything. Again, Cortana, Outlook, right? So there's lots of traffic,
true.
which is really easy. Just go to Bing Webmaster Tools, sign up, and yeah, get your news out there in the whole Bing network.
It's for publishers,
Yeah.
Publisher Hub, not as in like a pub where you get beer.
Oh, that's what you thought. Oh, no, it's publishers. Yeah, as news publishers like Google News.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
Hub,
Pub Hub.
also beer pub. Yeah, I get
Oh,
it.
or something else? No, never mind.
What
Cool
else?
news. Pornhub.
Or yeah, no, I don't go there. But
Sorry.
yeah, as Frank would say, impressive as usual. So
Impressive as
yeah,
usual. Bing. Thank you, Bing.
well done, Bing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, more
Mm.
nice A/B testing results from the great Search Pilot split testing software. Can rearranging the layout on a page impact SEO?
It
What
sure
do you
can.
think?
Yeah, everything. This time I know the case though. Yeah.
Okay, damn.
They say it's positive, but yeah. So what they've been doing, and I think it's pretty straightforward. You get the case, right?
Yeah.
There was an informational article. It's about a destination as a travel site, and it's like a travel destination informational page. So I don't know, Bondi Beach or something like this, right? And what they did is they moved up like special deals. And you can see this in the sketch there.
Mhm.
And what's now happening, right? Now you have, as before, you had the information and content people were actually looking for, right? And the deals in the bottom, and now all of a sudden you have the deals up front. And since these additional links, basically this box didn't change, the informational content got pushed down even further. And obviously, I would suppose this is going to be negative because for a destination page, for an informational query, for an informational page, people expect that informational content and not immediately, you know, oh, this is what I'm offering, buy, right? So I first got to give them the information, and then maybe you also want to buy from me. But this is just a little bit too aggressive and probably leads people away from it. Oh no, this is not
Yeah.
what I'm searching for. They don't scroll down, and they bounce back to the SERPs, click on a different result. So yeah, so with that sketch, I was like leaning heavily towards that this is going to have a negative impact, because with navigate and with information, I want to have the information right there, very fast, right, above the fold, to really satisfy the intent first, and then maybe get the opportunity to convert into something. But I'm first going to give him the information.
Yeah, also from like a conversion perspective as well, like you need to satisfy their intent before they carry out the conversion. It doesn't simply work like by providing a call to action that it will be clicked, it will be used. So you also have to consider like the natural order of a consumer's or a buyer's journey. So it also conflicts that. So it did have a negative impact on organic traffic, but I would also assume this would negatively affect conversions as well, even though you may consider the opposite as it's way more prominent on the page. But yeah, would be interesting to see how it also affected conversions. Yeah, I liked this test.
Awesome. Yeah.
I think it
Impressive
could be
as
done as
usual.
well with more subtleties. Yeah, maybe like not just putting the big sort of booking element from the bottom of the page to the top, but moving things around slightly, because this is like changed the entire intent almost, you know. So this would be really interesting to test in a more nuanced way. But yeah, very
With
good
the
test.
second box, like taking that second box, actually putting it
Yeah.
down could also have a different impact. But nevertheless, I would always stick with leaving the informational content on top.
Yeah, really cool. A couple of really nice resources about web sustainability. Y'all know we love this. So we have a carbon calculator for websites, but we also advocate a lot for improving web sustainability. So yeah, it's just some really nice resources that we found as well. So regarding the carbon footprint of images, which is quite significant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
Immensely significant. Yeah.
yes. So this is like quite a small deck, but a lot of data on here. So nice to check out. And there was also this really cool article from Smashing Magazine, which is great also for performance optimization and web development topics, regarding optimizing social media embeds, which can be really heavy because of a lot of data transfer that's going on. And yeah, it's just one additional way that we can improve the carbon footprint of our websites. It's also great, Marcus, to see that there's lots of different resources surfacing around this topic, because it was quite uncovered recently, but I'm seeing it become like a normal thing to talk about and to discuss, and there's new optimizations being shared. So that's really cool as well.
This is awesome. I mean, like really two great articles,
Yeah.
like really about reducing the carbon footprint on images, social media embeds. This is, I'm excited, this is really like gaining traction and people are actually thinking about these things. And this is not, like, oh, optimizing web as the page speed with optimizing the social media embeds. No, it's like really reducing the web's carbon footprint, right? And especially, a lot of these social media embeds that might not even be used, right?
Yeah.
But still, still produce CO2 in that sense. And they give some great tips. Obviously, I love this, working more for facades, something I'm really excited about. Facades is really a great thing. So that you don't integrate it right away. You have something, it looks like it's integrated, and just when you hover over it, it actually gets inserted in the page, obviously. So something really, I want to watch this YouTube video, only then it gets loaded. So facades are really a great way to reduce the carbon footprint here. And they also hint at this import on interaction pattern. There's also an article from Ali Osmani about it, which is
He's
also
great.
a pretty nifty approach. Basically, really just using something when there is interaction, and then also reducing the carbon footprint by really not giving this to people that don't want it, they don't need it, they don't use it, only to the ones that really have the intention, that really interact with it, can use it.
Yeah, really nice.
Great article.
Yeah, gonna pick that apart as well later.
Yeah.
Okay, what is next?
This also awesome article here from WordStream. And I mean, like, more for me also, I love these because I mean, like, we work so much with optimizing snippets, optimizing title tag, right? And there's there's so many nuances to optimizing title tags. And I love this article here from WordStream, because they give some really good advice on how you can go about optimizing your title. So for example, addressing your audience, making the value clear, using like really what do they say, using interesting words, 10 tips to write better headlines, 10 tips to write irresistible headlines, right? Like,
nice.
Irresistible, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Also using active voice. They have this example here: advertisers get warned about third-party cookies. Google warns advertisers, right? Also very good tip. Asking questions: could your website be getting more traffic? Free website audit. I love it. And this is not just targeted towards organic search, also on AdWords, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So they have again lots of great recommendations that you can spice up your titles, your ads across the board. So much stuff there, and especially for me as a non-English speaker, as a non-native English speaker, this is really some great patterns and that I can use. Where I just, where I'm not good at normally, as you can see by how I stumble my English words out of my mouth.
English is great, Marcus.
English is hard, but
it's hot, impressive as usual. It is difficult to be creative sometimes, especially when you're very hungover. So this can also be great inspiration. Just kidding. And also some great ideas for A/B tests, for some SEO A/B tests. So roll these out, pop it into the Ryte SEO A/B testing tool, and then wait until you get some more significant results, and you'll know. Just keep testing to find those perfect titles. I love this last point in the section, like having fun. It reminded me, I used to do some, like when I worked at Sixt, I used to create like sort of funny city page titles based on that city, like around puns or around references. For example, the one in Liverpool was a Beatles reference, because in the UK, everyone loves the Beatles. Well, most people do. Exactly, right? Who doesn't love the Beatles? And then just like kind of funny puns about different cities and countries, like not in an offensive way, more in like a light-hearted way. So yeah, that can also, and it did have a good uplift on click-through rates because it stood out. It stood out.
Very, very creative, or as Frank would say, impressive as usual.
Thank you, Frank.
You're too kind. You're so kind.
So kind.
What was the pun about Burnley?
We didn't have a page for Burnley because there was no Corinthal branch in Burnley. Okay. But it would be like, don't get stabbed when you're in Burnley and rent a car.
Don't get stopped.
Stabbed.
Stabbed? Why would you get stabbed in Burnley?
Because it's quite a dangerous town.
So
make sure you take out the full insurance.
What, you have an anti-stabbing insurance?
No, when you rent a car, you should take out the full insurance because it will probably get stolen. So I know I can be mean about my hometown because I'm from there, but I love it.
Very mean about your hometown. I was like, hey,
I love it.
Is it Burnley sometimes? And now I'm like,
yeah, we can go.
My car getting stolen.
No.
So you don't think I should show up with my Porsche there? It's not a good
point. Definitely not. Oh, it's not so bad. Burnley's a lovely place. It's a really nice town in the countryside. It's next to a hill. It's
impressive as usual.
It is impressive as usual. Really? Oh, my mom will be so mad with me if she found out that I was telling people that our hometown was not nice. It's fun. Oh, speaking of ideas of inspiration for A/B tests as well. So this list is giving you ideas to move stuck rankings, or as I like to see, like ideas of what to test out with your upcoming optimizations.
Yeah, I also love this article. When I first read it, I was like, come on, he's like stating the obvious, like the whole time, check user intent. I mean, like, obviously, you should always check the search intent, right? If you're not ranking on on page 1, oh, maybe I have the wrong content for the intent people have when they search for this, right? Or internal linking, right? Having a link from the homepage, stuff like this. So I was like, really, he's just stating the obvious. But then I was like, but actually, this is kind of smart, because this is like really the ways you would go about if you have that site and it's just totally stuck. Page 3, I don't know, it's just not moving up. What's going on? And these are like really 28 ways you can use to investigate what could be the holdup, what could be the problem here. And so I was like really skeptical at first, but then I was like, this is actually very good. So it's a good resource if you're really stuck. Going through these 28 different points will definitely help you gain some more insights. So hence the shout out to this article. Impressive as usual.
I mean, also not for the Marcus Tandlers out there, I'm sure, but as a Marcus Tandler,
more of them. Oh my God!
Hell no!
See more of them. You should move to Bern.
I couldn't imagine a world with more than one Marcus Tandler. God, that wouldn't work. That just wouldn't work.
It would be horrible.
I mean, also to help you get started out in SEO or like to increase your knowledge, but also if you get like SEO block, it's like writer's block, but it's SEO block. You know, when you can't think of any new ideas for, how can I push this keyword up to page 1? How can I improve this page?
Yeah. And before you go and buy links, go through these 20.
That's exactly what I do.
Right. I mean, there's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna buy some links. Yeah, it's not 1998 anymore. You know, it shouldn't do real.
It's not.
What is not? What? It was like, did you just look at your watch before? What is this? What?
I'm not even wearing a watch. Okay, I think cold medicine plus alcohol-free beer is a funny combination. Okay, we have one article left, and then it's home time. It's e-commerce SEO for product category pages with the help of artificial intelligence from WordLift.
I have not read this one, but Andrea, whatever he writes, it's awesome. It's super technical. It's super much
cool.
A lot of stuff there. I tried to read it. I didn't. It's it's over my head, but it's super interesting. There's actually also a collab board. There's a link to a collab.
That's cool.
And that's really cool. And you can actually do this yourself. This is actually an example on Ray-Ban sunglasses, and there's again like a collab. You can just copy and paste that code and do this yourself with your data. So great post from Andrea. And again, although I didn't like fully read it, nor did I fully comprehend or even understand it, I definitely a shout out to people that can understand it and may want to apply that again, because he gives you all the code and you can just use it. I think there's a link to the collab.
Yes, somewhere. But
somewhere.
Yeah, really cool. Nice. Okay, so that was the top news and resources of the week.
And it has been impressive as usual. Again, thanks for bearing with us. You can see we are really happy that it's the weekend, and I guess it's finally time to all temporarily redirect you from work.
To the weekend. Cheers.
You really need some weekend. And don't forget to test out version 6. Write us an email. We will set it up for you. Try version 6. You are gonna love it. And we want to hear your feedback. I also want your feedback, Frank. Don't go anywhere. Try version 6. And everybody have a great weekend. We're gonna see each other again, hopefully next week, next Friday.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be here for you. Chess, Super Bowl weekend. Totally forgot about this. Sunday night, 2 o'clock, and something like this. I always hated the times the worst, especially if you have Monday morning meetings. But I'm gonna watch first quarter, and then in the morning, I hope I don't hear the results, which I usually do. I think you can't hearing the result, but nevertheless, yeah, again, maybe I get dementia, so I can, and whatever. So cheers, guys. Enjoy the weekend.
Cheers, Marcus.
Again, I love the picture. He's looking so formal.
Very dapper.
Very
Yes.
dapper. Nice.
Dapper is a great word. Yeah.
By the way, dap in German is like a stupid. If you're stupid, you're dap.
That's where the song Johnny Depp comes from.
Johnny Depp. Yeah, Johnny Depp is
Depp,
Johnny
Depp,
the
Depp,
stupid.
Johnny Depp, Depp. Johnny. It's like an après-ski song. But yeah. Anyway, totally random.
Enjoy your après-ski.
Never.
Well, the après work. Yeah, everybody.
Après-work,
Again,
yeah.
sorry for all the bad jokes. Yeah, we're just happy it's the weekend. And again, get out of here. Enjoy your weekend, or enjoy your last, the Friday morning. And enjoy the last day before the weekend. And I hope to see all of you again next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy optimizing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Keep on waving.
Cheers.
Keep on waving.